Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, today we jump right into our Cup car after running Phoenix yesterday in our Xfinity car. We had a pretty good run out there, and I think we can do the same here. However, I'm going to handicap myself a bit, and this is why. We've already got 2 wins this season out of 3 races. So what we're going to actually do here is not put setups in the car anymore. Not until we are on our own team will we have a setup in the car. All we are going to do is adjust the generic slider for our races, and that is it. I don't know how that's going to make things turn out, but I feel like we have an opportunity to win every single race in this car for this team and with a setup, and I think that that's not too fair. So we're going to go ahead and do that when I have my own team. Gloves off, we're going all out. We want to win every single race. But that doesn't mean we won't win races here. It just means that I'm not going to have an advantage of having a nice setup put into the car. Anyway, though, let's get out here, do a bit of practice, and we'll see you right before qualifying. Well, that's about as good as we could get. That's what happens when you don't have a setup. So, oh well. So qualifying pole position was about a half second faster than us. Interesting. All right, let's do our qualifying, see where we end up. All right, let's go ahead, cut out the dog leg as we begin our qualifying lap. Light on the brakes, start letting it roll back into the gas. Let the car fade up the track on exit to get the most speed out of it that we can. Back on the brakes, ducking down, off the brakes, back on the gas. Let the car fade up, dip back down. Exactly what we were doing in practice. No shocker there. 26.3 was our best in practice. 26.3, our best in qualifying. Top 5 for this race: Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, and Kevin Harvick. Got a little bit of pre-race news for you here, and it starts with Ryan Blaney's arrival. We found out at the end of the last episode as I was looking through. It was a shocker, and I'm disappointed in it. Michael McDowell not having a great day. Chad Fincham fails optical scanning station multiple times. He goes to the back.
We're going green. Be ready here. Green's out now. Let's go. Got one down low now.
Get through the gears, bring up the relative.
Careful, still there.
See what kind of drive I can get on the outside on William Byron here, which puts us right behind new rival Ryan Blaney, which we hate. That he's a rival, not that we're behind him. On the outside, not able to cut that dog leg, which is not fun, but it's all right, I guess.
Inside.
A lot of cars getting around the inside, though, and that doesn't make me happy. Just kind of caught up behind Stenhouse Jr. and Logano, which Blaney gonna duck down to the inside and take advantage of what everybody else is. We're dropping back 3-4 spots from where we were in qualifying. Keep it off the wall, lose more spots, get back on it, maybe gain a spot back. Jump to the inside in front of Eric Jones and start to try to recover some of what we've lost. We need to get up 7 spots if we want to be in the money. Good news is we can give up 1 race. So if everything goes poorly, this can be our throwaway race, and we're still in the potential of getting nearly $1 million purse for our incentive bonus. I am getting it on it a little earlier. They get on it much harder. I guess I could just do that. They get on it later. They're getting on the brakes later, and then they brake harder. I'll probably do that.
Still there inside.
Oh, there's Kyle Busch trying to make a move. Be aware of that. He'll fall in behind us. I'm going to jump to the inside of Suarez, test out getting on the brakes a little later. It worked to get in front of him, but then we opened the door for Kyle Busch, so the position we gained, we ended up losing almost immediately.
Good job.
Overdriving the car isn't going to help us, that's for sure. And that's what I'm doing. So I need to stop doing that. I need to stop driving their race and start driving my own.
Still there.
This has the potential to go poorly. We'll take a hit from Blaney.
Got a carload now.
It's going to jump to our inside. And
Still there.
I was going to say, wait for the contact. Got the contact. He's putting himself sideways, having contact with us is ruining his own race, which again, we all know how that is in this one. Eric Jones able to sneak through during that whole issue. And we are 3 spots back from where we qualified. So, well, we qualified in 15th. Or anyway, where we started is what I mean.
Stay on the bottom.
That's all right, I guess. Plenty of race to go. We need to find our own groove. No setup in this car, so I need to also be aware of what I can and can't do. Apron is fair game. I need to figure out 3 and 4 with this non-setup car. That's really part of the problem for me. And where I had an advantage in 1 and 2 in the Xfinity Series from the setup, I don't have that advantage here anymore, so we're really not looking great for that whole situation. Good news is if we can somehow figure it out, we can see the top 10. So,
Hold your line.
what?
Stay high.
That's going to cost us a spot. Chase Elliott right there.
Clear all
We
around.
somehow got lucky and did, well, that'll,
On the inside.
that was me. That was all me. All right. Well, we'll start in the back now.
You're coming to the green. Be ready here.
That sucked.
Inside.
Picked the right track for me to go to a default setup on, a track that I struggle with anyway and need all the help I can get. 24 left in stage number 1.
Stay high.
I need to get to the inside. We're in the back, so we might as well just give it time. Give it time. We're all right. Looks like Matt Kenseth has taken the lead.
Outside, outside. All right, you're clear.
See how many places I can pick up here. Just a couple.
Careful there. Hold your line. Got one outside. You're all clear up top.
We're doing all right, I guess. In the back. But gotta work through it. Gotta work through it. Just not a great feeling when you wreck your car. I hope I didn't cause any issues with me and Chase Elliott. We bounced off of him. He didn't seem to get wrecked. We certainly
Outside,
wrecked
outside.
ourselves.
Car on the outside now.
Getting on the gas too early there. That's been my problem. I need to get off the brake earlier and let the car roll at a higher speed so that I'm not prone to try to get on the gas. Wow. Bro, how come? It's so funny. I have such a hard time losing everyone in 3 and 4, and then I come up on Austin Dillon,
Careful. Still
and he
there.
comes to dang near a stop in front of us, and we couldn't do anything we wanted to do there. We're catching Jimmy Johnson, John Hunter Nemechek.
Laps to go.
20 to go in stage number 1. We're making our way up. At least it leads to some semi-exciting driving
Careful. Still there.
in stage 1 as we weren't going anywhere earlier.
You got room. You're clear there.
See if I can... I mean, I think I calmed down a little bit. That was a really good slap in the face to know that I needed to calm it down.
Still there.
And we did a better job there than we had been. Now we've got Ryan Blaney again. So if I can, yeah, sure, no, run right into him. That's the right thing to do. We're gonna get just absolutely decked right here, aren't we? Yep.
Got a car coming inside now.
Oh my God, I freaking hate rivals. It's the dumbest thing, but I like the positive relationship. Otherwise, I would have turned rival system completely off. But I like the positive side of it too. I like earning the respect. But once you get a rival, every time they have contact with you, it's a negative impact. So you can't get out of being a rival. Even if they're the ones running into you, they don't care. Damaged my rear end. I need to get around him. Thankfully, I only have one. Unfortunately, he's somebody who may very well be battling it out with us for the lead at some point. Not going to do it there because he's going to come out of turn and just destroy us. So I'm going to have to work my way right up to his bumper and find my spot to get around him. We're just going to keep it up here now. See if I can get to his inside. Pump the brakes there. He followed me through the hole with Eric Almirola, and thankfully we were able to get back on the gas fast enough. Problem here is that he's going to come flying right back up on us. Now we're... Okay, good. He didn't because we didn't slow down that much that time. We're about to break the top 20, which is pretty nice, considering where things had started for us.
You got room. You're clear there.
Enjoy getting on our inside, doesn't realize that we're going to roll it and have the drive off on him. Now there's a huge gap to 18th place, though. Holy crap. Hopefully, with my fresher tires, it can help out some too. 14 to go in stage number 1. We don't have to, well, nobody has to pit. It's not one of those deals. Never mind. We're going to speed it up for the rest of stage number 1 then. This race is quite a bit longer. So we're going to speed it up, and we'll be back on the mic with you at the end of stage numero 1.
Points that stage, but plenty of racing.
Ooh, big wreck. I don't know who that was that wrecked, but we ended up getting ourselves all the way back up to 14th place. Nice long drive. And again, like I said, getting into that groove was a huge deal for us, so it seemed to work out. Hopefully, with everyone on fresh stuff, we'll be able to kind of replicate that. Otherwise, just having a long drive is going to be a big deal. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the grill, see how that works out. But aside from that, we've got stage 2 coming up.
Coming to the green. Almost ready now.
Here we go, starting on the inside of Chase Elliott. And he's going to take that position at the line.
Careful.
Pretty fun.
Car high, careful.
See if I can kind of hang on. That first turn is always weird because you're not up to speed yet. You don't know what the drivers around you are going to do. And that was kind of why that happened. And then I'm an idiot there. And actually, with Elliott bumping me like that, I kind of get a little concerned that he is a rival as well, or going to be one. I could see that happening. Obviously, with the contact earlier not being a good thing. We had a nice battle here with Matty D earlier in the race. We were back and forth with him, and here we are again. I'd like to put some separation between us and the cars behind us, of course. Whatever I can do, help us out. I think it's going to take a little while. We got Tyler Reddick right behind us. Actually thought that was Eric Jones. I saw the yellow front end. Just need to not do that. That was really, really bad overall.
Got one down low.
Wow, that was bad. All right.
All right, you're clear.
See if I can push it a little hard. Well, no. No turn. No turn in the car, folks.
Hold your line. Got one in.
Wow. No turn all of a sudden. That's great. Let's fix that. What on earth was going on there?
All right, you're clear then.
Well, the good news is Chase Elliott is not a rival right now, at least, because he didn't just turn up into the wall on us, which a rival would have done. We know that.
Still there?
We're going to have to jump in front of Custer and try to get things back in order. I don't drive my own race, not theirs. Drive my own race, not theirs. Like, I have to continue to remind myself that, because when I'm driving their race and trying to follow what they're doing, we lose positions. We've dropped 3 back, 4 back technically since the restart. It's just not where I want to be.
Careful. Still there.
That was interesting. We ended up squawking the tires on the brakes there, but we didn't change the pressure. In fact, if anything, we were coming off the brake when they squawked, so that was interesting. Oh, we see 13th in front. Well, we see everyone in front of us, but you get my point. We're pretty close to being able to... Oh, now we're going to have to jam on the brakes to avoid hitting Darrell Walls Jr., lose all that progression. 50 to go in stage number 2. It's a long stage. We got 34 in the tank. We will be pitting one time. 56 total in stage number 2. That'll lead us with just a little bit over 50 in stage 3, I would suppose. We're going to go through the first half of this stage, battling it out with everybody, and then we're going to do the same thing we did in the last stage with about 28 to go in this stage. We'll speed it up to, well, actually, with about 25 laps left in our tank, so about 5 laps from now, we're going to speed it up until we pit. And then once we pit, we'll stay on the mic because it should be interesting to see what's going on with everybody. Especially if this were to stay green, which I would love, so that pit strategy, or not strategy, but the pit crews play a role in us getting out and not losing any spots or gaining some time on drivers or whatever. We'll have to see how that all pans out. This is going kind of how Phoenix has gone for us in the past. We ended up having a decent run in that Xfinity car, and it was a slow car. We didn't have a fully upgraded engine, only an 86 overall engine. And we just... I mean, we torched the tires on that thing to get there, but we did a good job doing it. And this one, as you can see, you can obviously tell there's no setup in it because we have no advantage. You could clearly see an advantage through 1 and 2 on the Xfinity car, and that had everything to do with the setup. We were able to turn better so we could get on it earlier and hold speed. Yeah, it torched our tires, but at least we were able to do it. Here, they get on the gas so much earlier than me, and maybe I need to slow down more and get on the gas early. I don't know, because it seems like that's what they're doing. I'm gaining on them, but then they're on the gas earlier. Seems like how they do it all the time. I personally would prefer to roll the corner as far as I can, but I know I didn't cut the dog leg that much. See, they're on the gas before my marks. But then I got a nice drive off that time, so again, do what I do, not what they do, right? Of course, here, I'm gonna have to get on it hard, get right back on the gas and see if we can maintain, though. That was better than the last time we jammed on the brakes to avoid Wallace. 13th isn't where we need to be, though. We need to get up to 10th. Still a lot of race to go, but my concern is that we don't show any promise at this point, and because we don't have a setup in it, we don't show promise on the restarts either. We're not jumping a bunch of spots on restarts unless we were in the back, which I think what this comes down to is, can we figure out a little bit of advantage going through 3 and 4 we currently don't have.
Still there?
Decided to break a little bit more there, see if I could get a run off, and we did. Is that the answer? I don't know.
You're all clear up top.
Jeez, Pete, Reddick.
Got one down
Now we're
low
going to lose everything now, probably both positions for all that work. And I went into that, and I actually got on the brakes harder than I had, trying to replicate what I did in 1 and 2, get on the brakes harder, get on the gas earlier, be able to get a better drive off. And what happens? Oh, frick.
Looking inside now.
Well, we got 26 left, so it'll be 25 at the line. We're going to go ahead and speed it up until we're pitting for the first time in stage number 2. Should be the only pit stop now that we have damage. Depending on how we run out this whole thing, it could be us losing spots because we're on pit road and we're getting repairs done.
Caution's out. Wave them off.
Caution was all right for us. Of course, everybody pit, so we have no advantage, but
Coming to the green.
at least we got it fixed.
Be ready here.
Dropped a couple spots. We'll see if we can get them on the restart because we're faster than these cars back here. Well, some of them. So we were able to get around a couple. Also, it kept us on the lead lap, which I feel like that was not going to happen otherwise.
Clear low, bud.
40 in the tank,
All right, you're clear.
28 left in the
Clear outside.
stage.
Car high. Careful there. You're all clear up top.
What? Oh man, I was listening to the spotter and I'm like, there was no car high, but I listened to him and I screwed myself up. Ironically, he said car high and I went up high. I was just being an idiot, I guess. I had started to get into a groove and I had started to track down Chase Elliott. Best thing I can do here is continue the same thing that I was doing. We were jumping down on the apron a lot, not like we are right now. Right now it's to avoid Reddick, but the reason why we were jumping down on the apron earlier is simply because we had damage. So we don't have damage now, so we're able to do some work. That was a dumb move. Didn't get back on it at my points, and we had to come off the gas so we didn't go up into the wall.
Stay low, stay low.
Just doing the best that I can to adjust to their driving style when I'm around them, but also still try to be as true to what I do as I can. We went way too shallow into that turn.
Inside.
I think our drive off might help a little. Question mark? Maybe a little? No? Okay. Try to bring it down again. Jump it to the inside. Back up on the track. Back on the brakes. Rolling the corner. Back on the gas. Yeah, as you see, when I'm focused on it, I do a lot better.
Towers, call to caution.
All right, caution comes out again. Too early for us to pit again. Thought about pitting just for tires. We're mid-pack, though. We're doing all right. We're going to stay out. Not enough of an advantage at this point. If they called it, 20 to go and we were falling back, or 10 to go and we were falling back, maybe.
Going green. Almost ready. Green's out. Let's go.
This time we're on the outside, which is not where I want to be. But I can get on the inside because I saw we got in front of Jones. Oh no, can't drop down to third gear. That was stupid.
All right, clear outside.
I don't know why I thought about dropping down to third gear there, but that was a bad deal for us and everyone around us. Sorry about it, boys. That was not what we wanted at all. That sucked. Corey LaJoy going to come up on the inside. We don't have an opportunity to get around him. To get on the inside again. Get back to my groove. Get back to my own groove. We're going to probably lose some spots on the outside. We don't have a really fast car on the outside. Here comes our teammate, Martin Truex Jr.
Careful, still there. Got one down low.
Got to make
now.
it available on the inside. Logano is up there now, hoping that we can...
20 laps to go.
There we go. I was going to say...
Careful, still
Oh,
there.
of course, and then I missed my break point and run my freaking teammate up the track. Gonna potentially be in the wall. Good thing I didn't do that.
I got one inside.
What is wrong with me, man? I'm telling you, just bring it down, calm down, stop running into people, get your bearings about you. You can tell when I get flustered, I mean, everything goes wrong. If I just stick with what I know on this track, I can pick cars off a little bit at a time and we're fine. Instead, I got all crazy and drop all the way back to 19th place. Not good. That's not good either. Still trying to figure out 3 and 4 the best I can. There's got to be a sweet spot and I'm missing it. We're just dropping back, man. We're just dropping back.
Still there. Stay low, stay low.
I'm going to go ahead and get my focus back up. We're going to go back up to a speed up. And we'll be on the mic again at the end of stage number 2. We caused that. I locked up my brakes. Well, that sucked. I messed up the end of that stage, and we lost the spot to Boyer and Martin Jr., or Truex Jr., and that cost us any points in the stage. We're going to pit. Wow, look at how balanced our wear was, though. That's crazy. Let's go. We got our final stage ahead of us.
You're covered to the green. Ready. Outside.
59 laps in the final stage. 1 pit stop for it. We got a really nice jump, actually, here. It's kind of crazy. Do need to keep it off the apron.
Go now, 3 wide. Clear low, clear low.
All right.
Still there.
This is just... But the problem is then they get on the gas and they're gone. That's what's killing me. It doesn't matter if I come up to them and I get on the gas. As soon as they get on the gas, they are gone.
Inside.
Or, of course, we're not a 10th place car. Not with this non-setup.
Careful. Still there.
And I'm not going to be able to jump inside. That's my teammate. So we're going to go really high because I'm a terrible driver.
There on the inside. All right, you're clear. Still there inside. Low clear.
Drop back to 13th again.
Hold your line there, 3 wide.
Logano pushes us out of the way. Appreciate the nudge. And we do what we do every single stage. We start the stage off by dropping back. It's frustrating. This track is very, very frustrating. This one and Richmond, frustrating tracks for me. Every other track I'm pretty all right at. To be completely honest, I'm pretty all right at them. The Charlotte Roval Kind of sucks too. Considering I'm good at all the other road courses. I don't know. I think that might have to do with the fact that we never have good equipment going there, though. So when we run there in the Cup Series this year, it might be different because we have good equipment. We'll see how that all turns out. I don't know.
Inside.
I don't know if it's because Truck Series and Xfinity Series, your braking points are virtually the same, that I'm struggling here in the Cup Series with this track more so than otherwise. Like this, I don't know. They don't, I don't understand their braking. If I brake at that amount, the cars behind me are going to run. I don't understand. It's like they instantly get down to speed. That's what I'm not understanding. You can't, like, I'll go in and I'll start to get on my brakes gently way before them, and then all of a sudden I'm slamming on the brakes and then they're gone. And we're just losing spots right now. We need a super long run. We need a full run, actually, to save us. Because we're 6 laps into this stage, and we are 6 spots back now. And it's not going to get any better, as Darrell Wallace Jr. is going to get around us as well. Well, everybody has a bad day. We know that. Cup Series, every series, doesn't matter how good you are. Sometimes you just have a bad day, and apparently this is going to be our bad day. That's not to say we're not going to salvage something in the end, but as far as days go, this has been a rough one for me. Racing. The day hasn't even started in real life. It's 6 o'clock in the morning right now. I learned that I kind of like to run my races or do my recording before work. Gets me hyped up for the day. Except when we suck. And we suck today.
Stay low. Stay low, stay low.
Oop. Little contact. We're not giving up here.
The bottom here.
When we get our little groove on, hopefully we'll be better. Get into our vibe. Not quite the even wear this time, but whatever. I think I need to figure out a different plan on 1 and 2. 1 and 2 should definitely be a strength for us. I mean, they all should be a strength for us. We should be better than the computer, but on Legend difficulty, obviously, they make no errors. They're super fast. That's the point of it. For fun. For funsies. That didn't work. At all. And we're gaining on Logano on exit, but I don't know. I think maybe I make that corner too shallow. I'm not really sure what I'm doing there. It's a narrow set of turns, but oh, I could feel that was going to go poorly. I could feel that right away. I think we recovered on exit, though. That didn't... Yeah, we recovered. We're all right. Caution does come out. We're going to pit. I know it's going to put us back some, but honestly, every time we've done it, it's been better for us. We dropped back 13 spots. Bobby Carter pits. Chad Fincham gets his lap back. See if we can take advantage of having 30 to 40% better tire wear right now. Not right off the bat. As a matter of fact, Austin Dillon needs to go around me. Well, now I can't use that as my advantage. I was going to... I was going to try to get on his inside, but here's Bobby Carter. Come on, Bobby, go. Go so I can get inside here and start passing. Start passing, you fools. Back here, we're faster than everybody. That makes me feel good. I like passing people.
Outside, top 3, use it if you need it. Got one up top. You're all clear up top there. Outside, outside.
Sometimes the apron really works well. Sometimes it doesn't. This track, I'm on the apron a lot.
Got one outside now.
No. No.
Outside, hold
He's not going to leave any room for us. Question is, are we going to be able to
Keep pushing.
not get wrecked by him right now? Ooh, that was close. He was riding us. Back on the gas. All right, good. We got it. Jimmy Johnson between us.
Outside. All right, you're clear.
Not what I wanted to do there. Get back on my game. Stop watching everybody else. All race long, it's been the same thing for us. That time I just gassed it up on the inside.
Still there.
I said, forget it. As soon as I saw I wasn't going to run into him, I just got right back on the gas. Now we got a nice run. Again, a lot of this probably has to do with the fact that we're on better tires for now. 35 in the tank, 39 in the race. Honestly, a couple cautions and we could actually just stay out. Got on the gas way too early there, as you can tell.
Stay low, stay low. Clear all around there.
Trying to get back on the gas as early as possible because even Corey LaJoy is fast when he comes off the gas and gets back on it through those turns. It's ridiculous. Catch this group in front. What the?
Call to caution.
Kyle Busch spins out. Now we're going to pit because we don't have a choice. We got smashed in the back of Logano, and is that going to cost us? Is that going to cause an issue? I don't know. Bobby Carter stays out, jumps up 15 spots. I can see him from here.
Almost ready. Green, green, green.
Yeah, we were affected. These cars started to drive away from us. Normally we get a little bit of a jump on them. Thankfully, it wasn't that big of an impact on a short track.
Careful.
But now everyone has the same tires. I guess if we're rolling back, middle back, we know late in the race if a caution comes out, we could pit for tires and be all right. Here's Bobby Carter, potentially holding up the pack, helping us out, really, because we're on the inside.
Clear outside. Car high, careful there. All clear. Hold your line, got one inside. All right.
Tyler Reddick right back up behind us. We caught the draft of Darrell Wallace Jr. That's nice. Trying to get on it sooner, and as you can see, if I don't, a millisecond late, they're freaking driving away from me. I got to use that dog leg just to keep up with them. It would be cool to see them use the dog leg. They don't.
Careful, still there. All right, clear low.
Yeah, this is tough with me because I'm not going
You're
to.
all clear on the bottom there.
Yeah, and he's going to pass me on the bottom.
Wow, that was your best lap ever.
Oh, that's awesome.
Still there.
We actually redlined.
Got one peeking inside.
I don't like that. Oh, here comes Kyle Busch. He was the one that wrecked. He's like, excuse me, I'm just going to quickly drive around all you peons. See if I can. I guess hanging out is the best thing I can do. Kind of hope for a caution, and with about 15 to go, I'd pit for tires. That would put us at a pretty heavy advantage over a lot of other cars. Right now, there's a chance that we could lose positions to Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano if I don't get my crap together. And in order to do that, we're going to do a speed up, and we'll be back with about 15 to go.
guys off. Caution's out.
I don't know if the caution came out for Timmy Hill or something. Yeah, we hit the wall, but we were fine. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Justin Haley both out of the race. We're pitting. Obviously, we want to fix the car, get free tires. Back to 32nd. Not sure we have enough of a benefit on tires here to do anything, but...
Green flag, green flag. Inside.
Chad Fincham on our inside. Bobby Carter in front of us. We've been around him a lot today, which is not a great sign for us and the team.
Still there.
But
Got
I
a
just
car coming
can't,
inside now.
I don't know, I can't figure it out in this race at all. Not, I can figure it out. It's called be slow and place 20th.
You're all clear up top.
I'm about to get on iRacing and just practice on this track and see if it's the same way. 10 out of 10 says it's not. Also, I wouldn't be on the apron. Can't use the apron.
Still there.
See, I got to get on the brakes back here because they start to slow down. Then they jam on the brakes. Then they're on the gas. And, I mean, come on. Even David Reagan's driving away from me. Well, part of JGR. I have JGR equipment. David Reagan's not. That's not happening when we're getting on the gas at the same time. And we were virtually running the same speed when we both got on the gas. It was ridiculous.
Still there. Car on the outside now.
Oh, is that Blaney? I didn't even know he was there, and all of a sudden I got smashed for no reason. I'm like, oh, that's a yellow car. Must be Ryan Blaney. That's not going to help our relationship every time he hits us. That was the other thing they messed up in this game. When they make contact with me, it should be on them. Even if I slam on the brakes, if I'm being completely honest, because who's doing that?
Got a car high now.
But if I make contact with them, pretty exaggeratedly, I understand it. And you should always give me the opportunity to make an apology. Eventually, your apologies don't matter, but I didn't even get a chance once to make an apology to him. Like, he went from nothing to rival. I'm like, okay. We never talked one time. Just, I'm going to kill you, I hate you, and your family. Is where he's at with us. 22 laps left in this one. Certainly not circling this race at the end of the season. I did find where the schedule is in this, not settings, but in the code. Maybe I'll change the championship race. I get why it's out west. Because odds are it's warmer in the southwest than in the winter, February, whatever. So I understand that's why they pick it. Miami's doable. They used to have it at Homestead. That seemed pretty cool. Tropical weather and all that. Not a desert. Although I do love that cactus. It turns yellow when the caution's out. It's pretty cool. That's what I should do. I should get the iRacing caution light. And I should take the lights out of it and put it in the shape of some funny thing. Or just rewire it to different lights. That'd be kind of fun.
Still there.
Market, sell, become rich, play video games for the rest of my life. Ta-da! It's kind of funny. I'm just sitting here thinking about, I said make it rich, ta-da. There's like 8-year-olds out there right now on YouTube that make more money in a year than I'll probably make in my entire life. That's not depressing at all. 10 to go, folks. 10 to go. We're making our way up a little bit at a time, but certainly not gonna. Well, 10 to go. I always say no. I should have pit. I thought about it. I pressed the wrong buttons. I didn't read where I was at on the screen at that time.
Keep your head on straight.
See that cactus is flashing yellow, then it goes to green? I like it.
Got one up top.
At this point, that's the only saving grace to this whole track to me. That and I drive a Toyota in here, and they got Toyota sign up on the little mountain.
High, careful there. Got one down low now. Clear down low.
Up to 13th. Can we pull something weird out of our butt? I don't know. Maybe.
Still there?
Not that way. Well, back on the gas pretty early, though, and Christopher Bell didn't seem to get on the gas as fast as us. 6 laps to go. Come on, Daryl.
3 wide there.
Oh, we're back in 10th. 9.
Careful. Still there. All
Got
clear.
our teammate here. Got our other teammate that doesn't show up as our teammate, but Eric Jones is technically our teammate.
5 to go, driver.
And he just drove down to Denny Hamlin, his teammate, and kind of screwed him there. It's another thing they could have worked on here. If you're a teammate or on the same team, there should be some bonuses or benefits to doing it or being on them. Oh well.
Still there.
Up on the inside of Jones, maybe take 8th place away. This is because our tires are better than theirs at this point. Their tires are pretty worn. They're at the end of a full run. We pit with 20-something to go, and that's saving us a lot. Seems like that happens to us a lot at this track, actually.
Still there.
We'll see what it costs us in relationships, though. A lot of contact in this race. It's a short track race, so hopefully, or considered a short track race, so hopefully they're going to be like, yeah,
Bottom here.
rubbing is racing and yada yada and all that, but I'm not sure we're going to get away with that one.
Tower is called a call.
Another caution. I think that's going to maybe bring us to overtime. Yeah. NASCAR overtime, 8th place on the outside. Just 2 laps to decide it all.
Coming to the green.
Can we
Driver.
scam some more
Almost
positions? It's the
Green, green,
question.
green. Still there inside.
It's possible.
Just a couple more turns. 2 more. 2 to go.
Jump to the outside of Byron. Wow, Truex Jr. up in 4th. Whoa, we're going to lose a lot now. Oh, maybe not.
Looking inside now.
Ah,
Got one peeking
wow.
inside.
What a battle with myself there, more than the car, or more than the other drivers around me. Eric Jones on my inside. That's really not making things go well for me here.
White flag. Dig, driver.
Can I jump to his inside? Yes, I can.
Got room. You're clear.
Oh, but I have no. It's just shallow, so we're just going to run into him. It's the only chance I had.
Clear high, bud. Hold your line. Got one inside.
Yeah, that went poorly. That went very poor. Well, we're just going to lose 8th place here. There's nothing I can do about it. Unless I cross him under. Ah! Well, yeah. No. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? A 101. That was a bad race. Top 5, Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, and Kurt Busch. We brought it across the line exactly the same time as Eric Jones. They would have had to go to the millionth of a second. So interesting there that he took the position. Matt Kenseth, fastest lap of the race, 25.891. Kevin Harvick led 130 laps. Eric Jones finished 8th in front of us on the move driver. Tough break goes to Ricky Stenhouse, started 6th, finished last. Oh. It's not dirty driving. It was a bad race. Give me a break. We're going to go for 4 top 15s in the Xfinity Series. We've got Atlanta, Homestead, Texas, and Bristol. Well, before we go, we're actually going to go ahead and buy that new car. Or buy a short track car. We're going to go to teammates. We're going to come over here, hire a new employee. What do we actually, how many can we hire? 2 more, so we need to actually consider that. Hold on. What do we currently have? 2 of each. So we'll hire an engine specialist, hire suspension. That feels right to me. Then we're going to train them up. Because I think I can get everyone max trained out right now with the money we have left. She's already max trained. He's max trained. She's now max trained. She's max trained. We may not get them all max trained out, actually, but we're going to get close. No. We'll do that. Well, we're pretty close on having everyone maxed out now for training, which is a big deal for us. Yeah, we'll see how that all pans out. Should be pretty good. We now have a short track car. That's a big deal for us, having 2 short track cars. Next one on the list, super speedway car. And we'll go with a final car as being a road course car. Yep, that's how we'll do it. Anyway, folks, in the next episode, we have Atlanta Speedway, the Echo Park 250 in our Xfinity Series car. Nice trip back to the East area. We had a long trip out on the West Coast. Turned out pretty good for us in Xfinity. Relationship-wise, not so great for us in the Cup Series, but hopefully we can turn that around with anybody who's not a rival at this point and see what we can do to resolve that. But, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I'd like to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.